Let's do some cleaning up of our Gmail, Classroom, and Drive so that it doesn't seem so overwhelming. First, let's start in Classroom. If you're getting a whole bunch of emails from the multiple classrooms that you're in and you're wanting to not see those in the middle of all your important things in your inbox, then first let's start here. Go to Google Classroom. All your classes are right here. Let's go to the pancake stack menu and scroll all the way down to settings on the very bottom. And then I'm going to go all the way to the very bottom of this too. So this bottom one, class notifications, turn email and mobile notifications on or off. Click on this drop-down menu, and here are all your classes. I only have notifications turned on for classes I'm actively participating in right now. Our middle school staff, district all staff, my classes. Down here, I don't need the Google training we did anymore. I don't need the computer classes right now. So turn those completely off and you won't receive emails from them. Then go back up a little ways to these settings, notification settings, and you can turn the whole thing off. I wouldn't recommend doing that because you're going to want to know if people communicate with you in Classroom, but maybe you don't need to know if someone commented. It's more specific just to leave on the comments where somebody has tagged you. Take a look through some of these and maybe you can stop some of them from coming to your inbox. But if you do want to have those emails still come, let's move over to the inbox. And what you can do is you can create a filter. So I'm going to select an email. I don't have any emails right now from Google Classroom. So let's pretend this test email right here is one. So to set up a filter for emails like these, I'll check it right here. And then I have to go to this extra menu, the snowman, and filter messages like these. So right up here, this is my test address, but if you were filtering a Google Classroom email, it would have the classroom information right there. And that's all you have to do. You don't have to fill out any of the rest of this. You just want emails from that specific address to go to a specific place. So I'm going to click Create Filter. And then I actually wanted to skip the inbox because these classroom emails are taking over my inbox. So I'll skip the inbox, but I also want to apply a label to it. Okay. And I can create a label right here. I have some labels from tech classes, but let's do new label. And this is my Google Classroom. Let's call this my first period Google Classroom. And when I create this label, a tab's going to show up right over here. Click Create Filter. So the label that I created shows up right over here. And this first one doesn't move because it's already in your inbox. And the filter that you set up is for future emails. So I'm going to go send another email from this address, and you'll see that the next one is going to end up over here. Here we are back in my inbox. This is still that first test email, but if I go over here to my label, this is my second test email. Was this one filtered? Yes, it was. It skipped my inbox and ended up over here. Now, since I want this one out of my way too, I can just pick it up and drag it over to that label. And now all those emails of that certain type are over there. Remember to check here. It will show up as bold if you have something in there that's unread. So remember to take a look through this list on the left every day once you start filtering things. One more thing about email. This is sort of an internet etiquette thing, or netiquette as they call it. When you are going to send an email to someone, you want to let them know that you've updated a document that you were working on. One thing you can do to make this easier for the person you're sending it to is to go to your little drive icon and insert what it is you're wanting to share with them. I'll just pick this. This is not going to make an extra copy of this document. It's simply going to send them the link that will take them to opening this document. So when she gets this, she doesn't have to go into her drive, search for the document I'm talking about, find what I'm telling her, right? I'm just putting it right there so she can click right there and open it. Another quick thing within email to make it look better is if you notice over here, there's a toggle. If I click this, it will split the pane and I can see email previews over here. So if you like that feature, it will show up right there for you. Another thing you'll notice is I don't have any of the previews of the text of the email in here. Google calls those snippets. So I'm going to go into my full settings and scroll till I see snippets over here on the left. Right here, snippets. Show snippets or no snippets. If you have snippets showing, then people who are looking over your shoulder are going to see a little bit of that email. If for privacy purposes you do not want that, then click no snippets. You can also add a signature. If you do that, make sure to choose from these drop-down menus the signature you created so that it will automatically include them on your emails. And go to your settings there. So click see all settings. And then I have to go to advanced for this particular thing, but scroll through this because there's some good stuff. Advanced, and then these templates. Enable, go save changes, and now it will show up. Templates. I need to save a draft first before it will show up. So what's the thing I would need templates for? Well, welcome to Choir. Number 1, go to the office and get this. Number 2, make sure that you've logged into a Google Classroom, and then you sign it at the end of the day. Okay, so I have this whole big thing that I want every student to get. And now I'm going to save draft as a template. And then next time I go to compose, I get a brand new kid in the middle of January. Welcome to Choir. And the email has already been written for me, and I can just put in the right name and whatnot.